everyone, and welcome back to my Tastebud Trip around the world with Universal Yums. Okay, so today we're going to do my nice little box that I just got. I believe it's from the Netherlands. Don't quote me on that just yet because we can always be wrong, right? So let's open it up and find out. Yes, it is. Welcome to the Netherlands. Off we go to the Netherlands. We have a nice little lady riding her bike with some tulips, I think. Tulips? Yeah, tulips. The Netherlands in 60 seconds. What you might know about the Netherlands. The Netherlands is home to over 1,000 windmills, which explains why they become a national symbol. And they're not just for show. All that wind power is put to good use, powering 100% of Dutch public trains. What you might not know. After tulips were introduced in the Netherlands in 1593, demand did more than bloom. It exploded. In 1623, the height of the period now dubbed tulip mania, one bulb could cost 8 times the average yearly income. All this tulip love is far from a thing of the past. The Netherlands still produces 2 billion tulips every year, more than any other country in the world. Listen, from heartwarming folk to heart-pounding EDM, you'll find it all in our Dutch playlist at universalyums.com/tunes. Speak, it's no secret that the Dutch have a sweet tooth. They even have a word specifically for the act of eating sweets, snoepen. We can get behind that. A little over a minute. Now then, off to food. Start here. We have caramel stroopwafels. Taste the original Dutch sensation. Aha, here they are right at the front. No, that's not it. Never mind. Forget about that. We gotta go digging. I found them. They look like something that Starbucks sells, don't they? They remind me of that. Anyway, did you know that Dutch children are the happiest in the world? There are many potential reasons for that. Impressive infrastructure and top-notch education, to name a few. Our theory? Stroopwafels. Yes, you read that right. We're talking about the Netherlands' national cookie, the stroopwafel. I don't think I said that right. Back in the 1840s, bakers in Gouda, the town, not the cheese, used leftover cookie crumbs and caramel to create the original stroopwafel. It was an overnight sensation, and now the cookies are a scrumptious staple of Dutch childhood. But don't just chomp into your stroopwafel, as tempting as it may be. The Dutch have developed an art to the stroopwafel eating. Place your cookie over a mug filled with your favorite hot beverage, hot cocoa, coffee, warm milk. Wait 2 minutes and then dig in. Each warm, gooey, decadent bite will have you feeling as happy as a Dutch kid. And just wait till you discover the rest of what's in store for this delicious Dutch adventure. All right, well, you know I eat things as they're supposed to be eaten, so off we go to the kitchen to make some, I don't know, tea, because that's what I have. Be right back. I thought orange cinnamon tea might go nicely with the caramel. So that's what I made. It says delicious cookies from Holland. All right. Well, don't they look nice? Doesn't that look nice? And the 2-minute countdown begins. All right. Time to dig in. That's really good. It's really interesting that actually putting it over the warm drink of your choice really makes a difference. And I can actually taste the flavor of the orange in here. So, and it tastes very nice. It's very subtle. I am not a fan of caramel at all, but this is excellent. Very good. Very chewy. I don't think it would be as chewy if I hadn't put it over the warm drink. Probably would have been some chewiness because hello, it's caramel, but there's a little saltiness and a little sweetness to it combined. And yeah, no, I really like it. So if you get a chance to try this, go ahead and dig in. I wonder what it would taste like. They did not suggest this at all, but that's good too. I mean, they didn't suggest that, but I was just wondering because I have the drink here, you know? And I like this as well because I get that little orange flavor too, so that's good. You'll get the flavor of whatever you put it in, obviously, you know. Okay, great start. Next, sour cream and onion potato chips. Ridiculously creamy. The Dutch do it better. Are we sure about that? Bio-organic, hand-cooked chips. Sour cream and onion. Let's try. Odds are you've already eaten a Dutch onion. I don't know about that. That's because 95% of them are exported all around the world. In fact, when it comes to agricultural exports, the Netherlands is second only to the US, despite being 237 times smaller. But let's be clear. With sour cream tang and the perfect sprinkling of salt, odds are you've never had Dutch onions like this. Now, I personally love sour cream and onion chips. I mean, they are probably one of my favorite types. So I'm looking forward to these. I would hardly call these thick cut. They look like regular potato chips to me. But anyway, I'm just saying, that was my first thought. They smell like sour cream and onion chips. So I wouldn't say there's anything spectacular about these sour cream and onion potato chips. They just taste like regular ones to me. So I don't know why they're saying you haven't tasted ones like these before, because guess what? I have. Yeah, that's what all I have to say about that. I'd like these, I'll tell you that, because, you know, like I just said, love sour cream and onion. I do think there's the tiniest bit more tang to them, but all around they taste pretty much the same. If you've had sour cream and onion potato chips, you've had these. You're not tasting anything special about them. That's my opinion. Dutch candy cars. Candy cars. Dutch candy cars. Juicy strawberry, blackcurrant, and cherry. Okay, we got some Dutch candy cars. What cars? I have no idea because I'm not a car expert. Maybe someone can tell me what they look like. Candy shaped like cars? It's a Dutch thing. Hello. The famous Dutch confectionery Autodrop has been making these iconic car-themed sweets since 1965. Their product lineup includes parking attendants, steering wheels, and of course their best-selling Cadillacs. So they're Cadillacs. We could go on and on about how they take you on a long, juicy, chewy ride, but it's better to just let you go on a taste drive. Who chose these shapes? I did not choose these shapes. All right, so let's eat a Cadillac. I think this one was the blackcurrant, maybe, or the cherry. I really don't know. No, maybe this is the blackcurrant because it's darker. That's probably the blackcurrant. I only have 2 colors in here, so I don't think I got all 3. They both taste good. I wouldn't say either of them taste specifically like strawberry, blackcurrant, or cherry. So I couldn't tell you what exactly is the flavor. It's just kind of sweet and juicy and it tastes like candy. You know what I mean? I do not think either of them are strawberry. I'm assuming I got the black currant and the cherry. But anyway, oh my God, it says Cadillac on them. Hello. You all probably saw that when I showed you the picture. I did not see that. Yeah, just ignore my blindness to that, I suppose. Let's move on. Sour watermelon candies. A burst of watermelon with every chew. If there's one thing I've learned about international sours, it's that they're not that sour. So I'm not counting on this to be very sour, even though the guy is like, his eyes are bugging out here. In 1987, the Dutch company Coppercrest discovered the world's smallest watermelon in South America, and they did what anyone would do. Took the one-inch wonder, wow, that is small, back to the Netherlands and grew more. Now, we're not saying this chew is quite as amazing as a real tiny watermelon, but with its lip-puckering, mind-blowing sourness, it's a very close second. Mind-blowing, huh? There's a big old sour on here. So it's warning me that it's sour. Okay. Yeah, it's not that bad. Not that mind-blowing. Oh, wow. Oh my God. Why am I still eating this? I don't know. So, I would like to retract my statement on international sour candies not being that sour. Because that one obviously was. So first it was like this just artificial watermelon flavor, right? And after, I don't know, like 30 seconds, it had just this, it released this juice of just whatever sour liquid it had in there. And it just hits you like all of your nerves. It's the same flavor, but it's just, oh my goodness, so sour. And I'm like, all right, so Netherlands, you got it going. So that little, I don't know, like scientist guy with the eyes, he does not lie. Yeah, he's telling a true story there. That's something else. Well, moving on from that one. Aged Gouda cheese Crispies. All right, crunchy, cheesy, and authentically Dutch. So this was that first thing that I picked up. The Roka, the original cheese biscuit. I'm not quite sure what these are going to taste like because it's interesting. The cheese, like chips and crackers and everything, they usually don't taste too much like cheese. However, I literally just said the same type of thing about the sour candies, and that proved me wrong. You know what I mean? Let's find out, shall we? Okay. Let's head to Gouda to try some, well, Gouda. But don't be fooled. Gouda, the cheese, didn't actually originate in Gouda, the town. Originally made in the surrounding area in the 12th century, it took on the name because the town of Gouda had a monopoly on the sale of cheese. Luckily, the monopoly is no more, so you don't have to fly to Gouda to try Gouda. You can just crunch into these crisps. We'll stop saying Gouda now, at least for a little bit. Alrighty. Yeah, that's a big cheese smell. Well, let's try them. See now what I just said about the sourness and everything? Those have a big cheese flavor, which I'm not fond of. So the Netherlands knows how to make something stand out, I'll say. If you like Gouda, I'll say the cheese, not the town. Or if you like both. You like what I'm saying? I believe you're going to like these. Because I am not a fan of cheese, but that's the only reason I don't like them. Basically because they're true to the name, which you don't think is a bad thing, that they live up to the expectation, let me tell you, great, because, you get what you're paying for. I just don't happen to want that. So, you're asking for a cheese cracker and you're getting a cheese cracker. So, but they're crunchy. They smell of Gouda. They taste of Gouda. And they have a little softness to them as well, but they're mainly crunchy. Hey. Soft licorice and fruit gummies. Fruit and licorice make quite the juicy combo. Do they really, though? Look at the licorice. It's black licorice. You know what I mean? Who wants black licorice? I know some people do, but I don't. The average Dutch person buys more licorice than toothpaste, a whopping 4 pounds per year. That explains why each and every Amsterdam candy shop is lined with jar after jar of drop, the name for licorice, in every shape and flavor imaginable, from salty hearts to sweet coins. With these yum, you'll taste our favorite version, a gummy half drop, half extra juicy fruit. Can I just have the fruit half? I should probably try the whole thing. All right, let's go. I honestly can't even smell the flavor because all I smell is black licorice. I think it's lemon. It's a really interesting combination. Cannot really say that I'm a fan, simply because I hate black licorice. Let me try another one. Okay, I think this one's like strawberry or something. When it's mixed together, you can't really taste any specific flavor. I can't even tell what the flavor is. Just kind of a mush of really nothing. But then once the fruit flavor is kind of gone, all you taste is that black licorice because it's so powerful. It's so strong. And I hate that flavor. So I'm like, no, thank you. I could do without these in my life. They're definitely meant for people who like black licorice, obviously. I'm a red licorice fan. That's my thing. So, yeah, I will pass on those as well. We're just winning here. Okay, we have the sour violet candies. Never has a flower been so mouthwarming. I'm assuming it's this. Could be wrong, but I'm guessing. Time to stop and smell the flowers. No better place than the Keukenhof Garden in the Dutch town of Mies, familiarly known as the Garden of Europe. This 80-acre spectacle is refreshed with 7 million flower bulbs every year. Tulips, daffodils, violets, they've got it all. But not all Dutch flowers are for sniffing. Some, like these unique violet-flavored candies, are for savoring for a full 6 minutes, according to the candy inventors who made it. 6 minutes of sourness, really? Maybe it's not that sour. Maybe it's not as sour as those watermelon things. Let's hope. Can't smell anything. I have to spend 6 minutes on this thing? It does taste like violets. I mean, I've technically never tasted violets, but I've smelled them a lot. And you know how like taste combines with smell? So there you go. Well, at least it hasn't been sour yet. Okay, I'm chewing this thing. Okay, let's move on. Chocolate covered Kruidnoten cookies. Milk, white, and dark chocolate spice cookies. I think we got these for the holiday box. If you received last month's holiday box, see, You'll recognize these spiced Kruidnoten as Netherlands' go-to winter cookies. Well, we didn't think the Dutch delicacy could get any better, but the folks over at the Bolletje factory in Almelo proved us wrong by smothering them in decadent white milk and dark chocolate. After you try one, be sure to say bedanke, bedank, Bolletje, Bolletje. After you try one, be sure to say bedank, Bolletje. Thanks, Bolletje. Whenever you're done saying, that is. I definitely didn't say that right. You know, I savored those holiday ones from this brand for probably like a month because I loved them so much. So I'm really looking forward to these. Okay, so here's the white chocolate one. That's really good. So it's that same cookie, that same spice cookie from the holiday box. That's like the gingerbread cookie. And it's just covered in white chocolate. Well, we have to try one of each, right? Of course we do, because they're all different. All right, and then we have the milk chocolate. Another great one. You can definitely tell the difference in the flavors of the white chocolate and the milk chocolate. And then we have, which is probably going to be my favorite because I love dark chocolate. Yeah, that chocolate taste just takes over your mouth. And then when you bite into the cookie, you get the mix of the flavors, which is just amazing because the spice flavors and the chocolate flavors just complement each other so well. It's a wonderful combination. I just wish the bag was bigger, you know? Tiny little bag. So what am I supposed to say? I'm supposed to say, bedankt Bolletje. That's wrong. Bedankt Bolletje. Sure, I said that wrong. Now we're on to Dutch icons. Dutch Speculaas. Coziest spiced cookies ever? You decide. Something tells me I'm supposed to eat them with tea. Just given that the picture is with tea, it's like a packaging thing. If it's your first time seeing the word Speculaas, you might be imagining old-timey eyeglasses. No, not. Luckily, the Netherlands' #1 cookie is a whole lot tastier than spectacles. Their name actually comes from the Latin word speculum, meaning mirror, as the spice cookies' designs mirror those on the stamp used to print them. These ones are just as cute looking as they are cinnamony. You don't need spectacles to see that. All right. Well, they look very appetizing. They look very large, too. Oh, they're not. They're not large. Okay. There's just a lot of them. Goodness. Oh no! Crap. They all fell down. That was fun. Anyway, here they are. Here's one. I think they all have different prints on them. I think it's just supposed to be some nice little design. It smells like cinnamon. It smells really nice. It tastes really good. It has a very nice cinnamon flavor, very crunchy. I'm just guessing that you're supposed to eat it with tea, simply because of the picture. And luckily, I have my tea right beside me. And wouldn't you know it, it's orange cinnamon tea. Really good together. I actually really like that combination. It makes it even better. So who knows if you're supposed to eat it together? I sure don't because it does not say on the page. But I really like that combination. So hey, a suggestion I might give. People can yell at me if you're not supposed to do that. I don't know. But I'm going to do it anyway. Because I like it. But yeah, these are really good. They taste like cinnamon. Very crunchy. They go great with tea. But yeah, so anyway, I recommend those. Hazelnut cream milk chocolate bar. Dutch cocoa plus rich hazelnut cream filling. No idea what that says. Let's see. There are a few iconic things about this yum. First, the packaging. It depicts the 1987 reading board that helped generations of Dutch children learn to read, including royals like Princess Juliana. It will teach you the Dutch words for monkey, nut, cat, brother, and sister. That is, if you can resist tearing straight to the second iconic thing about this famous Dutch sweet, the rich chocolate and smooth hazelnut cream. So there you go. All right. You can definitely smell the chocolate and the hazelnut. So let's try some. It's really good. It has this milk chocolate outside and then this creamy hazelnut inside. So good. I really like it. You know, and the way they did that hazelnut really is very satisfying. I mean, it kind of tastes like a denser Nutella, if you will, to give you an idea of what the taste is. Yeah, it's very similar to that. Not as sweet though, but more thick. Really, oh my goodness. So now is not the time to be chopping the grass. But yeah, so that's what it tastes like. Really good, very satisfying. Okay, let's see. Dutch licorice bites. Shaped like canal houses, taste like magic. Taste like magic, really? Ugh, magic trick gone wrong. Here they are. What do you pack when you go on vacation? Wallet, money, and licorice if you're Dutch. You already know that the Dutch love licorice, but did you know that a majority of the Dutch vacation goers won't go on vacation without it? It's like a little taste of home, and we mean that literally, at least when it comes to these drops, literally shaped like Dutch canal houses. Ready to try the Netherlands candy Dutch folks literally don't go without? Didn't we get enough licorice, like, what, last month or something? We got enough licorice to last me a lifetime, let me tell you. All right, well, here's the little house. How can anyone like that flavor? I don't understand it. It's so disgusting. Oh, Lord. No. No, no, no. As I was chewing that, I was thinking, I guess technically we didn't get licorice itself last month. We got a licorice flavored cookie. So fine, go ahead. Moving on. And finally, cheddar and raspberry cheese crisps. Sweet, savory, and absurdly addictive. Roka, the original cheese biscuit. Cheddar and raspberry. Perhaps that sounds appetizing to all of you. Already mentioned several times how I feel. I mean, I love raspberry. I mean, you don't even know how much I love raspberry. But the combination, what? 4 pounds of licorice per year is a lot, no doubt. But even that pales in comparison to the 37 pounds of cheese Dutch folks eat per year. Whether it's bread and cheese sandwiches for breakfast or cube cheese at the bar, or a snack of these iconic cheddar Crispies flaked with bits of real raspberries, Dutch folks can't get enough. Take a bite and you'll get it. And 37 pounds suddenly won't seem like that much. Well, I can smell the raspberry, so that's a nice sign. I'm trying so hard to taste the raspberry. That raspberry flavor is so faint. It definitely has more of a cheese flavor. All right, so you definitely have to get the right crisp. Like some of them, I'll show you. Some of them, like if you get like a little piece like that, right, that has like one piece of raspberry, you're not going to taste that raspberry, right? But if you get a piece like that, you know, that has more, you'll taste some raspberry. But either way, it's still a subtle flavor, and the cheddar is still the front line with the raspberry on the back burner, if you will. These are a wonderful product for what they are. It's the same company as the Gouda ones, and they mastered these. It was like a powerhouse with the Gouda cheese. These have, you can definitely taste that cheddar here. This company has done very well with creating the cheese crackers that actually taste like cheese because not all companies that I've tried have done that. It's just not my preference. All right. Oh, and we got a little sticker. Says, I went flavor picking in the Netherlands. Okay, so what did I think of this box? Let's see. Overall, it was okay. Definitely wasn't my favorite box. We started out great, you know. We had that nice little caramel thing that I did with the tea. But then we got into some cheese and some licorice and some more licorice and some more cheese and that sour candy. Oh goodness, no. I can't do that. But there were also a lot of good products. We had some wonderful spice cookies and some chips and some chocolate. I think there was like a balance of kind of like 50-50 of what I liked and what I didn't like. So I'm kind of torn between, did I like this box? Did I not? You know, it was just kind of settling on okay. The Netherlands, I don't know about you. You can keep your black licorice, I can say that. I don't need your black licorice. But I am thankful that I tried it. I love these boxes. I love doing them. Because it's always nice to get a little experience of different countries, you know? But yeah, it was fun. I have no idea where we're going next month. So anyway, thanks for joining me on my taste bud trip around the world with Universal Yums. I will see you next month, wherever we go. No idea yet. Vaarwel!